I could figure out when I was 10, if I had a fairly long life, I was going to end up with a lot of money.
I've never known anyone as focused as he is. It's amazing. He wants to be the best he can be at what he's doing. And what he's doing happens to make a lot of money.
Warren's very young and energetic. Warren is super interested in the latest things going on, and there's so much that you just absorb from Warren's approach to things.
You don't make $40 billion by being Mr. Rogers or by being one of the Muppets. Warren takes no prisoners when it comes to a negotiation. He uses every bit of leverage that he can.
The $1 billion lesson is slow success builds character, and fast success builds ego in a man.
The best thing you can do is to be exceptionally good at something. If you're the best doctor in town, if you're the best lawyer in town, if you're the best whatever it may be, whatever abilities you have can't be taken away from you. They can't actually be inflated away from you. Somebody else will give you some of the wheat they produce, or the cotton, or whatever it may be, and they will trade you for the skill you have. So the best investment, by far, is anything that develops yourself.
He's known as the Oracle of Omaha, a man whose name is synonymous with investing and business wisdom. Today we're diving into the extraordinary life of Warren Buffett, how he became one of the richest people in the world, his philosophies on wealth, and the lessons we can all learn from him. Stick around, because we'll also share some of his most iconic quotes that can change the way you think about money, investing, and life.
We were meeting each other until we met each other.
Warren Edward Buffett was born on August 30th, 1930 in Omaha, Nebraska. From a young age, Warren showed an extraordinary knack for numbers and business. While other kids were playing games, young Buffett was selling chewing gum, Coca-Cola, and magazines door to door. At just 11 years old, Warren made his first stock market investment. He bought 3 shares of Citi Service Preferred for $38 each. Not long after, the stock price fell to $27, but instead of panicking, he waited and sold it at $40. This experience taught him one of his earliest lessons about investing. Patience pays off.
I bought my first stock when I was 11 years old. It was the first quarter of 1942, shortly after Pearl Harbor. I spent $114.75. 3 shares, $114.75. If I put that 114 into the S&P 500 at that time and reinvested the dividends, think of a figure as to what it would be worth today.
Warren's life took a pivotal turn when he studied under Benjamin Graham, the father of value investing at Columbia Business School. Graham's philosophy of buying undervalued companies became the foundation of Buffett's investing strategy. In 1956, Buffett founded his investment partnership with just $105,000 from family and friends. He grew that money into millions by spotting undervalued companies and holding onto them for the long term. But the real turning point was when he took control of a struggling textile company called Berkshire Hathaway in 1965. Instead of sticking to textiles, Buffett transformed it into a holding company for diverse, high-performing businesses like Geico, Dairy Queen, and See's Candies. While Warren Buffett is one of the wealthiest people alive, his lifestyle has remained remarkably humble. Did you know he still lives in the same Omaha house he bought in 1958 for $31,500?
So how old is this caddy?
I think it's about 5 years or so.
You'd think the third richest man in the world might have his own chauffeur, but not Warren Buffett. He prefers being in the driver's seat.
Do any of your billionaire friends ever joke with you about the Cadillac and that you're driving and not something flashier?
No, they know me pretty well.
A modest meal for a man worth some $46 billion.
I could buy any house in the world, and I don't want any other house than the one I'm in. And that house is in a middle-class neighborhood. I'm happy in a pair of khakis and a sweater, so I don't need fancy clothes. I don't need fancy food.
Do you have an iPad?
I do not have an iPad.
iPhone?
No.
He prefers books and reads avidly. Even as a boy, Buffett, whose father started a small stock brokerage, devoured anything he could find on money.
Buffett believes that wealth is not about flashy cars or extravagant lifestyles. For him, it's about freedom and the ability to make long-term decisions. He's also a strong advocate of simplicity in investing. And let's not forget his partnership with Charlie Munger. his right-hand man and vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway. Together, they've built an empire by sticking to their principles of investing in businesses they understand, run by honest and capable people.
You two have been friends for over 60 years. What's one thing that you really admire about the other?
Well, I like the humor and all that, but dependable is really important.
Warren, what do you admire about Charlie?
Really just the kind of person he has been. I mean, he has contributed to given individuals and also to society. I mean, he goes well beyond buying a stock and selling it higher. He's designed dormitories and helped build them. He's worked at hospitals and to understand how they can be made better and serve more people and do it at less cost. You know, it's an uphill fight all the time. But Charlie has worked on big problems, and he doesn't need to. And Charlie has never shaded anything he's told me, you know, since we met, in terms of presenting it to me in a different way than reality, or he's never done anything I've seen that's self-serving in terms of being a partner or in any kind of way. He makes me better than I would otherwise be. I don't want to disappoint him.
You had the same thing in reverse.
Well, it works. It does work that way. I mean, it's better to associate with people who are better than you are. I mean,
it really is. It really helps.
Despite amassing billions, Warren Buffett has pledged to give away the vast majority of his wealth. Through the Giving Pledge, a commitment he co-founded with Bill and Melinda Gates, Buffett has promised to donate over 99% of his fortune to philanthropic causes.
Warren Buffett is donating more than $5 billion worth of his company's stock, Berkshire Hathaway, to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and 4 other charities. It's the most successful investor of the 20th century's biggest annual donation ever. The American businessman has a net worth of about $134 billion, and so far he's donated nearly $60 billion of his massive fortune to charities. Buffett is nicknamed the Oracle of Omaha for his ability to predict future trends, though much of his fortune was made through Berkshire Hathaway, a publicly traded conglomerate that owns businesses like Geico and holds multi-billion-dollar stakes in companies like Coca-Cola and Apple. Now, Buffett has famously suggested raising taxes on wealthy individuals like himself. He recently said no American would have to pay a dime of federal taxes if billionaires and corporations actually paid their fair share.
Buffett has said he doesn't believe in dynastic wealth, which is why he's only leaving a small portion to his children. The rest will go to causes aimed at improving health, education, and opportunities for the less fortunate. So, what can we learn from Warren Buffett's incredible journey? First, invest in what you know and understand. Second, patience and long-term thinking are the keys to success. And finally, true wealth is not just about money, it's about making a positive impact on the world. Warren Buffett's story is a testament to the power of discipline, humility, and generosity. Which of his quotes inspired you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more inspiring stories of extraordinary lives.